An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Let's go, D.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Vincent Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Bills, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Second and 10. To the air, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline or from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 1-yard line.
Hey, hold. 50. Hey, come on now. Mike 50. 3 buzz. Check 52.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And they'll run again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action. Mayfield being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are because down at this point, they've just made that big move, ride them.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Pushes him aside at the 10. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Allen now on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Nagar's kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Finding Knox there, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Allen from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Mayfield off the play fake. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now a handoff looking right. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 27-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Steps away. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even in today's end. When we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, they set up the screen to Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Vincent Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Nagar is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. One final try here for Allen. And Diggs has it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Throwing is Allen. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there for the Bills.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking